So pride our culture. Yeah, so today we can show our culture here.
For 2008, Nanaimo, BC has been awarded the title of Cultural Capital of Canada, an award that recognizes its artistic diversity and rich cultural presence.
The Cultural Capitals of Canada program is a national awards program that was developed by the Department of Canadian Heritage, and it recognizes Canadian cities across Canada that have a good cultural development program, and cities that have activities and programs and projects that harness the many benefits of arts and culture in the life of a community.
Nanaimo's application to become a cultural capital was a collaborative effort.
It was a 4-month process where we invited all the arts groups to join, and we sought ideas to submit for application. We had such a diversity of the cultures themselves. We had First Nations, we had Francophone, we had all the different other multicultural organizations, youth, and the different disciplines: music, drama, visual arts, just such a vast variety.
Good morning, Nanaimo.
We chose 4 legacy events and 5 celebratory events in keeping with our motto, living our culture.
Celebrating the many cultures that make up Nanaimo makes for some significant community events. Like Nanaimo's history, these events began with the Snuneymuxw First Nations.
We've been very fortunate to be able to partner with Snuneymuxw First Nations. One of the big events that we did was during the Alive with the Arts of Many Cultures project. They started it off with Aboriginal Day, and it was a great opportunity to kind of showcase their culture and their traditions.
As a part of the 2008 celebrations, there was also a Francophonie Day.
So we had a great evening of dancing and music and displays, and just giving people a chance to learn about the French-Canadian culture.
Alive with the Arts of Many Cultures also included a circus extravaganza entitled Whiz Bang Stoked, which explored Nanaimo's history through fire and dance.
Well, Nanaimo has quite a history of cultural development. Right from its inception, there were people that came from different countries and brought their cultures with them.
Oh, Canada.
As well, the annual Canada Day celebrations took place, and a multicultural festival was held in the Old City Quarter and brought together many of Nanaimo's different ethnic groups. Nanaimo's Cultural Capital of Canada also recognized youth and their emerging talent.
Our Spring Break Festival, which was called Create, was specifically for the youth. We had many attendees and quite a different variety of programs.
By setting up workshops with various industry professionals, Create became an opportunity for youth to explore their arts of interest, from video production to improv to backstage theater.
A lot of the students went to these activities on the thought that possibly they could make this a career sometime in the future, so it was a great event for the youth.
On October 30th, the community gathered at the Vancouver Island Conference Centre to celebrate a unique art exhibition. Following a traditional lion dance, the exhibition opened and revealed a grand collection of work in different mediums. The Arts of Momentum brought together 12 local art pieces and 12 Chinese art pieces. Visitors and locals alike had the chance to experience the cultural differences between Chinese and local art and the momentum that the art creates. Nanaimo is rich with history, so to take hold of a summer opportunity to share it with both residents and visitors, 2008's Street Theatre Festival was born.
If we started with the coal mines, which is about the Dunsmuirs, and you come forward with Chinatown, we had Frank Mayer as well, our very colourful mayor several years ago. We wanted to tell a bit of all those stories.
Give me a sandwich. Which one do you want? Tang, I ate sausage.
When it comes to music, Nanaimo has a lot to celebrate.
When we were putting together the grant proposal for the Cultural Capitals projects, we wanted to make sure that we really demonstrated the wide variety of musical talent that's available in the region and in the city. So we did a variety of concerts that showcased the professional and amateur groups in town, all disciplines, jazz, concert band, folk music, classical, everything.
Sidewalk All-Stars, the Rock and Blues School. This is one of our most exciting events because it involved the youth.
It was so popular that we had 3 bands formed. At the end of the program, they wanted to stay on. They loved it so much.
Another important component to capturing the music was the Nanaimo Drum Festival.
What made it so great for people was that they could participate, they could try out the drums, they could get up on stage and dance with the drumming and things like that.
Coinciding with Nanaimo's Cultural Capital of Canada award was the 10th anniversary of the Port Theatre.
When we opened in 1998, we had a sense of the impact that the opening of this facility would have on the region. But during our celebration year, we really heard from people what a tremendous facility this has been for our community and for the artists.
They had an open house that people could come into the theatre and go backstage and look at all the technical wizardry and how they bring performances to life. Another event was an event where all the Nanaimo emerging artists came together to perform, and so a lot of these artists are going on to careers in music or theatre.
The Port Theatre's anniversary celebrations closed with a gala.
Anniversary gala for the Port Theatre had the best of Nanaimo that have gone on to have professional careers in classical music, blues, jazz.
It was actually quite amazing the caliber of the talent that has come from Nanaimo over the years. Probably one of the most significant projects that we're doing this year. It's called Portals to Our Heritage, and that was a way for us to look at various sites in Nanaimo that were very significant to the Snuneymuxw First Nations people. So we're putting in 3 portals.
Departure Bay would be one. Newcastle would be another one, because Newcastle, through our elders, many stories were told of the history of the significance, spiritual, sacred, mythical. And then Jack's Point, because we're salmon people and we rely on the salmon.
And the portals are kind of like a welcoming site where there's a significant piece of public art, and it just welcomes people from all tribes and nations into the traditional Snuneymuxw First Nations territory.
In July, the Departure Bay portal was unveiled. Made of cedar, the portal depicts eagles and whales, both chosen as protectors of the area and of ocean travelers.
Each portal reflects the significance of that place to the First Nations.
The second portal has been placed at Jack Point and already has its own significant history.
There was, many, many years ago, a petroglyph, a salmon petroglyph. And at that site, they would have a salmon ceremony at the beginning of the salmon season, the fishing season. Well, that petroglyph was removed in the 70s and placed on the grounds of our old museum. We have now been able to take that petroglyph back to the sacred site at Jack Point.
A short trip by boat takes us to the third portal site, found at the beautiful Newcastle Island Marine Provincial Park. For Snuneymuxw people, storytelling is a significant way of sharing their history.
It's history that we can share with many tourists, many visitors of the island, of who we are. Because if you go on a website or you go anywhere, there's not much told about Snuneymuxw people.
So appropriately, this third portal is a storytelling circle and consists of 6 new hand-carved benches depicting the sacred animals of sea, land, and air. Giving voice to our diverse history is Nanaimo's Cultural Capital of Canada investment in our local museum, and that investment went towards creating a newer and more detailed section that highlights the history of the Snuneymuxw First Nations.
This exhibit is a cornerstone of our permanent exhibit. Thanks to the funding from the Cultural Capitals Project, we used that funding to create this exhibit, and with the help of the elders, getting some information from them, we were able to tell a more complete story. Of course, the First Nation story is important in any community, and in ours, obviously, they were the first people to choose this as a wonderful place to live.
Nanaimo has many artistic groups and disciplines, and with so much choice, getting the word out can be a challenge for organizations. That's where Building Momentum came in. This trade show event gave organizations a chance to be seen and heard.
Legacy events are something that need to leave a lasting legacy for our city. A good example of that is the community plan for public art. Nanaimo is a very beautiful place to live, and just our environment is great. And public art is a great way to express who we are as a city. And it makes it more of an interesting city where people can visit, and residents can invite their friends and family to Nanaimo, and they can come across very interesting things that really make them pause and ponder what that particular piece of art is all about.
The art of music and movement is a timeless part of culture around the world. Here at Bevan Park, Nanaimo celebrated its cultural connection with dinner, music, and dance, as our cultural capital year came to a close.
Arts and culture is huge to Nanaimo, and we were so honored in 2008 to be named one of 4 cultural capitals in Canada.
Nanaimo will continue to feel the rhythm of its arts and cultural community, and the legacy of our 2008 Living Our Culture year will last for years to come.
People want to visit here, they want to live here, and cultural capitals just really raise the awareness of all our cultural activities, our festivals, and the different cultural organizations that we have in Nanaimo.
Use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, melt, upgrade it, chart it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start format it, buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, melt.